Auzubillahiminasyaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Qala rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we are now in week 3. So today we are going to learn about topic number 2, about pillars and conditions of sales contract. Basically, the topic of pillars and conditions we already go through during IMU152. So this is some sort of repetition and recall. Okay, you need to recall back. Okay, about pillars and conditions of sale contracts. Okay. So life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. Okay, meaning that apa yang kita lalui setiap hari, okay, maknanya kita tak boleh terima ini sebagai as it is. Okay. Kalau katakan kita dilanda hujan teribut, kita tak boleh merungut tentang kejadian tersebut. Otherwise, kita cuba untuk menari dalam hujan. Contohnya maknanya setiap apa yang berlaku, kita turn it to be something that wonderful. Okay, even sesuatu perkara tu mungkin nampak macam tidak menguntungkan, tidak menggembirakan kita, okay, tidak menyebelahi kita, okay. Tapi so it is not about waiting something that is unhappy, waiting something that yang kita tak suka berlalu pergi, okay, daripada kita hanya sekadar menunggu perkara tersebut berlalu. Why not, okay, we turn that to something that is wonderful, yang mana sebab kita yang mengawal, okay, diri kita, okay, kita yang berhak atas diri kita. So we have to choose wisely. Pilihlah untuk membahagiakan diri sendiri. Okay, so the greatest way of staying positive is counting all our blessings and being constantly grateful to Allah for every little thing. Okay, maknanya inilah berkait dengan yang kata-kata sebelah tadi. Cara yang terbaik untuk kita stay positif adalah kita sentiasa mengira nikmat Allah yang kita perolehi, sentiasa bersyukur walaupun dengan sekecil-kecil perkara. Okay, jadi apa yang kita diuji yang kecil-kecil tu kita cuba positifkan diri, insyaAllah. Alright, so the topic outline for this week is about the pillars and conditions of sale contract. So we have buyers and sellers or parties to the contract, goods and services or subject matter to the contract, price and consideration, sirah, ijab and qabul, and we end with conclusion. So I'm very sure that all of you still remember about this, because we already learned in detail about the pillars and conditions in IMU102, okay, previous semesters. Alright, so for introduction, pillar is whatever or something that the existence of another depends upon, and it is a part and parcel of that another thing. Okay, dia adalah rukun. Rukun ni maknanya dia berkait antara satu sama lain. Kewujudan sesuatu perkara bergantung kepada kewujudan rukun ni. Okay, it is part and parcel of that another thing. Okay, contohnya rukun jual beli. Contohnya jual beli. Kewujudan jual beli yang sah bergantung kepada kewujudan rukun-rukun jual beli. Apa rukun-rukun jual beli? So kita ada sirah, kita ada contracting parties, dan kita ada subject matter. Ada ketiga-tiga essential element ni, maka adalah jual beli tersebut, transaksi tersebut. Missing salah satu daripada ketiga-tiga rukun ni, maka tak adalah, tak wujudlah transaksi jual beli tersebut. So in other words, pillar atau rukun is an essential part of the substance and the sense of the matter to which it is related. Okay. Secara gambaran umumnya, pillars of Islamic selling and buying, we have sirah, contracting parties, and subject matter. And sirah refers to offer and acceptance. So recall back, okay, our offer dan acceptance itu mestilah clear, conform and continuity. Remember? Okay, and then contracting parties, ada syarat-syarat contracting parties yang mana tidak terhalang daripada halangan-halangan. Ingat tak? Warid ahliyah, okay, muktasabah ataupun samawiyah yang bebas daripada awarid al-ahliyah. Kemudian subject matter, apa syarat-syarat bagi subject matter? In existence, deliverable, specific and known, legal, purity, have commercial value and bring benefit. So in a sale, the performance itu merujuk kepada buyer and seller, the object merujuk kepada price atau and sale commodity ataupun services, and sirah expression merujuk kepada sirah ataupun ijab and qabul. Okay, so sirah is an expression which exposes the willingness or agreement of two parties to a contract. Maknanya penyataan offer dan acceptance, ijab and qabul. Seorang menawarkan, seorang menerima. So dia siku, orang kata dia agreement of two parties to a contract. Okay, so majority of scholars define ijab as a statement that comes out of the person who handed over the item, well said by the first or second. Okay, maknanya yang menawarkan. Yang penting dia adalah individu yang handed over the item. Itu menurut majority of scholars. Okay, offer ini merujuk kepada individu, perlakuan individu, statement yang keluar daripada mulut individu yang handed over the item. Tapi qabul ini adalah statement of the person who receives the item. Okay, so you can read there Hanafi's definition given by the Hanafi scholars lah. Okay, so about the contracting parties in Islamic selling and buying, the contracting parties, that is the seller and buyer, must possess certain requirements so that the conclusion of any transaction or contract is valid. So the most important element to be met for each and every contracting parties in Islamic selling and buying is the party must possess a perfect or complete capacity. So this one is capacity yang lengkap bagi ataupun kelayakan bagi contracting parties, individu yang nak terlibat dalam jual beli. Baligh, berakal, Islam. Okay, so this requirement is to ensure that the individual involved is entitled to his rights, or that individual is eligible to be burdened with religious responsibilities. Okay, kalau tak baligh, belum lagi dianggap sebagai ada complete capacity. So a perfect or complete capacity can still be hindered so that the individual involved is no longer entitled to his rights or no longer eligible to be burdened with religious responsibilities. So this situation is called the impediments to capacity, awarid ahliyah. So do you still remember what are the impediments to capacity? As I said before, we have awarid ahliyah as-samawiyah, awarid ahliyah muktasabah. Muktasabah is acquired impediments. Okay, minum arak hingga mabuk, hilang kewarasan akal. Okay, contohnya. Ataupun awarid ahliyah samawiyah, it is granted or given, okay, comes from Allah. Okay, lahir-lahir memang dah gila, ataupun apa lagi, pengsan, okay, tertidur dan sebagainya. Okay, so you need to refer back to your notes of pillars and conditions under IMU152. Okay, and the third one is subject matter. That is whatever things upon which the effects of an akad fall. So it can be in form of mal, it can be in the form of ghairul mal, it can be in the form of manfa'ah, and it can be in the form of khidmah as well. Okay, so subject matter ini kita jangan hadkan hanya kepada barang ataupun objek ataupun komoditi semata-mata. Okay, kadang sesuatu kontrak itu berlaku disebabkan melibatkan ghair mal, akad perkahwinan ataupun akad untuk sewakan rumah. So manfaat akad untuk mesin rumput. So in the form of khidmah. Okay, so it is depends. Okay, but the conditions of subject matter kita ada 7. Okay, okay, ni maknanya kena exist at the time of contract, kena deliverable at the time of contract, dan objek tu mestilah milik owner, legally owned and possessed by the owner. It is permissible by syarak. Okay, items tu ada value according to syarak. Okay, kalau pork and wine walaupun ada nilai komersial tapi tidak ada nilai di sisi syarak, so it cannot be subject matter of a contract in Islam. Okay, and then we have commercial value yang tadi, kemudian bring benefits or significant result. Okay, not necessarily. Okay, subject matter could be valuable to one but not to the other, so it is orang panggil apa, tidak semestinya lah. Yang penting adalah bring benefit or significant result lah. Okay, the parties to the contract may not be able to expect any significant result for the purpose of which they intend to bind them in transaction. Maksudnya jual beli itu bergantung, subject matter itu bergantung kepada keperluan ataupun kehendak pembeli dan penjual lah. Okay, it depends. And specific and known, the sale of uncertain and unknown item is prohibited. Mesti jual barang yang pasti diketahui. Do you remember bagaimana nak pastikan sesuatu subject matter itu diketahui? Okay, diketahui. The knowledge of the object of akad may be realized menerusi 5 cara ni. Pointing to the object, seeing the sample, okay, clarify dan explain about its kind. Okay, terlindung gambar ni, gambar saya ni, so you can refer to the notes and also your previous notes, IMU152. Again, I remind you all. Okay, the last one is about price and consideration. So in Islam, the price and consideration, must be quantified, maklum, and it must be specified and certain. That is muta'ayyan. So as for the consideration of price, Islamic law does not restrict it to a monetary price, but it may be in the form of another commodity. Maknanya kena ingatlah, maknanya the price and consideration tak semestinya dalam bentuk monetary price. Dalam bentuk komoditi yang lain pun boleh. Okay, yang penting the measuring unit of the price should be known. Okay, kalau nak guna nilai duit, currency, RM, USD, okay, dollar dan sebagainya. Okay, kena maklum, should be known. Okay, the measuring unit. Okay, kalau nak guna komoditi yang lain, kalau katakan nak guna beras, apa measuring unit dia, kena maklum. Okay, adakah tan, adakah cupak, gantang. Okay, specified and certain, muta'ayyan. The Islamic prohibition against uncertainty requires that the price must be in existence, the price must be determined at the time of the contract, and the price cannot be fixed at a later date. Okay, with reference to the market price, nor can it be left subject to determination by a third party. So for the sale to be valid, the price should be ascertained and specified. Kena tentukan pada waktu kontrak tu. Okay, tak boleh ada elemen uncertainty. Berapa total amount, berapa harga. So if the price is uncertain, so the sale is void. Okay, so this is an activity for you to solve. Situation A says to B, if you pay within a month, the price is 50. But if you pay after 2 months, the price is 55. So B agrees. So I need you to assess this situation, assess the validity of this, okay, and give your answer in parallel. Okay, maknanya adakah kejadian ni apa yang berlaku antara A dan B ini adalah sah di sisi syarak. Okay, adakah apakah status berkenaan dengan price and consideration, okay, yang berlaku antara A dan B. Okay, saya percaya situasi ini banyak berlaku dalam masyarakat lah. A says to B, if you pay within a month, the price is 50. But if you pay after 2 months, the price is 55. And then B agrees to that. So, assess about the validity of this situation, okay, regarding price and consideration, under the discussion of price and consideration, okay. Okay, so we come to an end of this topic, just a short topic for this week. So it can be understood that sirah, akidan and mahal al-akad, that is offer and acceptance, the contracting parties, okay, seller and buyer, and also the subject matter are the essential elements of selling and buying activities. So if any one of them is absent or incomplete, thus the selling and buying activity took place is not valid. So it can be questioned. So as a Muslim, we must practice accordingly, so that anything we earn is totally halal, as it will affect our life in this world and also in hereafter. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for thank you for listening to this lecture. So don't forget to provide your answer about our activity just now in our Padlet. Okay, so see you in class S2 this coming Wednesday. Wallahu alam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.